welcome to today's real video. Today is a Konami game and our first actual Batman game, Batman Returns. So with that being said, let's jump right into it and see how this one stacks up to some of the other Batman games we've been playing on other systems. Michael Keaton. Still my favorite Batman. And my favorite Joker is still going to be, and always will be, the original. With Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson was by far the best Joker. I'm sorry. Wait till they get a load of me. Alright, we got to figure out the buttons here. Yeah, see, compared to the other one, nice. We got some movesets. We don't get to kick, that I can tell. So kicking and punching is the same. This is a block. Come on. This is, I hate when they do these things. Like, usually it's always a pain in the ass, and you're trying to hit something like that. You're trying to line up the very, very specific spot on here to attack them, and by then, half the time, they're already way too far gone. It just really is a pain in the ass. Alright, so when they're far away, you can batarang them, and it stuns. Well, that worked out better. Oh, we can actually change. That's kind of cool. We can actually change up. They hit them. They hit each other too. Always a good thing when stuff like that happens. I mean, all in all, for a beat 'em up, it's actually not bad. I like the different movesets that you have. Certain enemies, it's just what happens. Like against those rocket launcher guys, you just throw them. I mean, there is no other this, that, or another thing. You just, that's all. It's clean. It looks good. It plays well. Level design is good. Sometimes it's a little hard to kind of see where you're at in reference to the enemies you're trying to hit. I mean, it's really is cool how they do everything. Oh, come on, really? Fucker. Come here. We'll get it again. You know, decent array of different enemies, so we're not doing the exact same one guy over and over again. They're not trying to bump. Really? They're not bombarding you with like 6 guys at once just to be obnoxiously difficult for no reason. You know, they're giving you opportunities to, you know, be able to actually fight your way through stuff without guaranteeing you getting completely devastated by massive amounts of guys all bum rushing you at once. Because you know some of the cheesier beat 'em ups do that. They'll like throw 6 and 7 guys at once, with like guns and knives and range stuff, and everybody just gets on you. But this one, you know, 1, 2, you know, the occasional third, but not too bad. I faced the wrong way. Where they're not trying to overwhelm you, they're just, you know, giving you a decent challenge. Mixing things up with the enemies. I mean, honestly, I like it. The transition was pretty good. So now we're doing different things. Like this level, they just have you throwing batarangs for whatever reason. I don't know the reasoning behind it. It's like a whole different level. So like stuff like this is actually pretty cool. Tried to avoid that. That fat fucker is... So yeah, we don't have the... Damn it. Trying to figure out how to avoid the fat fuck dude. So our grappling hook doesn't work in this game, in this level. Maybe block. I don't think blocking is going to do much. At first I was kind of cool with it, but now it's kind of obnoxious. We're not doing anything against this. Oh, there we go. That was kind of obnoxious, boss. So they're kind of keeping it to the movie. I was kind of hoping that we're going to get some new enemies. I mean, they're talking about Joker, but we're still, or Penguin, but we're still fighting clowns. I mean, at least there's a different enemy here. Which seems to have a very large supply of of juggling pins. See, he wasn't even in the same zip code as we were, but he still got us. It's kind of cool that they have him getting on the bench. Like, there's a lot of just little things that really make it just so much better. That's it. Where do we continue? This one, I'm guessing, yeah. I would hope so, right? Like, that would really suck otherwise. But we've seen it before. Okay, we do have a kind of a special attack. We got our cape. Damn, the fucking bike got us good. Oh, the cape. I hate the cape attack actually hurts us. That's why we died so quick. I wasn't paying attention, but yeah. It's so silly that we can do the cape thing, but we actually get hurt. I love how he one-hand drops the fat dude. Kicked him right out of the sky. Come on, fat clown. Get down. Have some kale. There we go. It actually left a dent and made a sound. Like that. The little bit of things that they added to this game is awesome. They may not seem like much, and they're just have no real basis on anything, but they're great. Like when you throw a guy into the thing, and it makes a clunking sound, and puts a dent in it, like, it's just awesome. I forgot about these bombing bastards. Come on! God, they're fucking... The cheesy enemies like that I've always hated in these games. I just forget to use the battering. It's my problem. I kind of wish there was a little bit more variety and it wasn't a one kind of button game. I mean, yeah, there's the jump kick or the jump attack, and then there's the, attack. You do have the Batarang, which doesn't really do a whole lot. But it makes him drop stuff. And does a quick stun. So, I mean, I guess there's a little bit more to it, but you wind up not using it as much. So here we are again in the... There's nothing you can do about the little fat fuckers, man. Blocking doesn't do anything. You can't hit them. You can't jump over them. Again, really kind of obnoxious. That's the disappointing part, is we wind up in the things where they're doing enemies that are almost guaranteed for you to get hit kind of thing. Because you have to get over here for it to go. But as soon as it does, you don't really ever have time to hit them twice or 3 times in order to kill them. Yeah, we're getting into the cheese parts of this game. Maybe I'm not using the actual the thingy that shoots the stuff that you swing around with the... It doesn't work as well on this, and I guess it's going to take a little getting used to understand how it functions in that one. Like on the normal part of it, it works fine. You swing, whatever. And this one, I kept trying it, and it just shot out and did nothing. I don't know. There's probably a little nuance to it. Got to get the hang of it. It's going to be one of those things where you're going to have to practice a little bit. I'm curious if we start on this one or if we have to go all the way back. Oh, we do start here. Yeah, see, it's not doing a whole lot. Because we know the other one's coming. So we just gotta hope for the best. Yeah, see, we get there, but we're not able to swing. There we go. All right, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna take so long to really get the hang of. I mean, maybe it won't be as bad as we think it is. Whatever, we got there. That's all that matters, right? I mean, that is a tough little thing there. I did not mean to do that, but whatever. Alright, now we're starting to get into a little bit more of the cheese. I like he's showing us his deep throat. Oh, come on. Really, dude? Good Lord, yeah, this is getting rough real fast. Oh, heart. Get your fat ass away from me. Yeah, if you're a fan of the beat 'em ups, highly recommend. If you're like me and, you can take them or leave them and they become a little monotonous, then this one is not any different. It's still a basic beat 'em up, It does actually do a lot of things to change some stuff up, and it's not as bad as some, where you get the whole other level where it's more of a side-scrolling kind of basic thing instead. How did I get hit? Oh, come on. But then they start adding in a lot of a bit of the cheese, which you expect. I think, like I said, my one main thing about the game is it really is a one-button game for the most part. I mean, two if you want to count the jumping. Oh, come on. Fucking... But like I said, there's a little bit of the cheese, bit of some whatever. But all in all, as a whole, it is a decent platform. It is a decent beat 'em up. It has a lot of stuff going for it. But like I said, it's disappointing to pretty much be a one button game. You got your punch and your jump. You have the bat gadgets to a point that kind of do a little bit, but they're so very, very, very niche that you don't wind up using it very often. Yeah, you could batarang and stun something for a second, have them drop stuff, where it kind of comes in handy in a little bit of spots here and there, but you wind up just not even bothering with it because you can jump attack and do almost the same thing as a batarang, but just start getting everything done with. But the mixing it up where you have the beat 'em up, and then you kind of have the side scroller for the level, and then you go back to the beat 'em up, and you have the side scroller actually has like its uniqueness, like we saw the last one, which was where the fire, so you actually had to use your grappler all the way across, and there's more to it. Like you'd actually have to swing and then re-swing. We just decided to go through and just be done with it. But there's a lot more uniqueness to the game than just a basic beat 'em up. It is disappointing that we've gone so far in and we're still in the basic clown stuff, but we did add swordsman. But for all in all, we're doing the same enemy over and over again, which does get a little disappointing. They change it up a bit, but it's still been all a bunch of the same over and over and over again, which I feel like after a couple levels, after the boss, we should be moving on to different ones. And for them to keep redoing the same thing, little disappointing. But all in all, the game plays well. The game looks great. There's those little added nuances that are great, like where you throw the guy into the road sign and it makes a noise and it makes a dent. You throw him into the fence and the fence breaks. All these little nuances that didn't need to be done, but Konami is, really good game developer. And they added these little things in there that I don't even think half the people would even notice very much. But when we're paying attention, and we're seeing these little things, and it's awesome. And that really makes a game. That turns a game from being pretty decent to like just a great game because of the little added things that they did that most places wouldn't even bother. It's like that's extra programming, that's extra work, that's extra steps that they don't need to do. Who cares? but they added it, and it just really adds that level of a gameplay that just is silly and it's fun, but you really can appreciate the details that they went into doing that. So, although, if you like beat 'em ups, highly recommended. It's really good. Again, it's a beat 'em up, so they do become a little, monotonous and a little repetitive. But the fact that it changes it up to a scroller on other levels really does help break up the monotony to a point. Granted, not great, and they did get into the cheese where they're doing a lot of stuff that's almost guaranteeing you to get your ass handed to you for a while, which is disappointing. I hate when they do that, but you gotta hand it to them. It's a beat 'em up. They're supposed to try to kick your ass. You're supposed to just be able to not just power through it. So all in all, good game, well done, looks incredible, sounds good. Little things here and there really make the game pop. So great, highly recommend. And until next time, guys, have a good one.